Yeah, this is a top 64 qualifier. So if you didn't already know, all of the matches for top 128 are going on right now, and tomorrow top 64 will be all the way up until grand finals of the year.
Yep, and those will all be streamed tomorrow. So every top 64 match is going to be streamed. But for now, these players are trying to qualify into the next day. They're trying to, get a little bit of rest time before the big bangers that we have tomorrow. Starting off a little bit slow. This is how I expect a lot of the match to go. Really just trying to force the pressure in the corner for FuerzaDON, as ShinyMark is going to be trying to control stage with those T-Jolts, with his really, really incredible movement.
For sure, and you'll see FuerzaDON constantly pull Speed Monado in an attempt to kind of burst into the range. You can, create a decent amount of distance before you have to jump over the T-Jolt. I think that's something that FuerzaDON will be looking for, but it's very difficult versus, somebody like ShinyMark, who is going to be so consistent at this game plan of really slowing down the pace of the match and showing off the different reason. The other reason why Pikachu is so busted is because he can just impose his will on the match, really slow it down, and play very, very safe.
Yeah, and another thing to keep in mind is how good Pika is at corner pressure. When you are off stage, Pika has a bevy of options that can at any point really disrupt your recovery. But for now, we just see a center stage kill, a nice little catch to the air dodge with that down B, and the Thunder is striking. FuerzaDON has to make something big happen already. I mean, pulling out the Buster and gets some big damage, but it's not enough to really come back in, and now finds himself off stage, BJ.
Yeah, it's a really tough spot to be in versus ShinyMark, because ShinyMark has some of the best slow charts off stage, and you see that FuerzaDON having to burn that Monado, but that's what it's for. ShinyMark, a pretty good spot right now in the corner, gets the back throw. This is a big opportunity for ShinyMark to extend this lead even further, and that should be an easy tap-in with the down air. ShinyMark 3-stock to 1 lead.
I do wonder if he would have been able to grab the ledge with the first swing of that up B, but we're never going to find out, as now Smash Art is here. Just a forward throw, but obviously a little bit of stalling off stage is going to make it so ShinyMark gets back, but it is fully expended here. And now corner pressure is not quite as strong without the art online. BJ, how is he going to find the stock?
I mean, it's really tough, and no matter what character you're playing against ShinyMark, he's going to employ this game plan. If you didn't know, the higher percent you are, the less ledge invincibility you get when you grab the ledge for the first time, but it also takes into account how long you've been in the air. So that's why ShinyMark spends so long off stage, and that's one of the kind of problems you have to deal with, is when ShinyMark is spending all this time off stage, you get risky. You want to take a stock, and that's where ShinyMark reverses. He's poised to take this game with a 3-stock. It's crazy to say, but I mean, he's looking real good right now. We get the double up air, the triple up air into the back air. Even with the shield Monado online, you're going to get comboed a little bit more, but you're not at risk of losing your stock, but you are now. Dash attack might even do it with other things.
Simple back air, no 3-stock this time, but still ShinyMark.
Oh my goodness, from the Angel platform, dude, that's crazy.
Bro didn't even let go of the platform. He was like, I call upon the heavens.
That's ridiculous.
That was wild.
We saw the Thunder off stage. That didn't KO, but it was a really, really good build up extra damage. That's something that ShinyMark's been innovating, is drift Thunders off stage, where you can use your drift without burning a jump to position into really tough spots to avoid. And that's what he presented there, and he's already showing like the T-Jolt practice is working. Not T-Jolt, Thunder practice is really paying off.
Yeah, Thunder practice clearly in effect here. And FuerzaDON looking a little bit lost in that matchup. I mean, maybe it's just how suffocating ShinyMark is as a player, but it felt like after the initial exchange of blows, there was just really no respite for him. He was just able to, ShinyMark was just able to push him into the corner, and every time FuerzaDON tried to get out, there was just another option waiting for him.
I think it's also a great deal of relief for ShinyMark that when you get hit off stage, you're not going to get edge guarded by Shulk, and you're also going to be able to just slow it down and play out of the corner very successfully. And you saw FuerzaDON overextend in the corner. ShinyMark got 54% off of it. As if it wasn't hard enough to deal with ShinyMark's defensive game, you also have to worry about getting reversals. I think that's the next level of innovation that ShinyMark is bringing to this very defensive playstyle. And right now, FuerzaDON pulling the unfortunate jump Monado, but it doesn't matter. FuerzaDON has to swat away the projectile, gets hit with down air, but ShinyMark with an unfortunate SD, and we're down to 2-stock speed.
Yeah, I mean, FuerzaDON got to be happy with that one. It was almost looking like an insurmountable lead, but a little bit of a gift, and you have to take it and run with it. Because, I mean, right now, it seems so hard to even hit Pika, even though he's all the way in the corner. Like, you've taken away all of his space, but this is a bad spot to be in with,
Oh, nice.
Save, but he's still
Oh,
going.
he's still going.
ShinyMark. Wow. It looked like he saved it. He saved FuerzaDON, but it didn't matter. Still just kept the edge guard going. He knew. He was ready.
I sometimes, prematurely call stocks being taken, but with ShinyMark, it might just be true. Every time you get hit off stage, your stock might be gone, because this edge guarding flowchart is so impressive. And really what is kind of pushing ShinyMark this much farther. Of course, ShinyMark did gift that stock in the first box, so, FuerzaDON having to find the momentum here to maybe take a stock of their own. We'll see. Gets the forward throw here, and a nice ledge trap. It grabs the ledge, anticipating ShinyMark to grab the ledge. ShinyMark goes back to center and gets some big damage for it. It's really, really tough to make this comeback happen.
Yeah, and already interrupting a lot of the startup of options that FuerzaDON is going for. Now just knowing that he has the capacity to solve for a really long time, just gets the weak hit of the forward air, and now Smash Art completely gone. No need to camp anymore. ShinyMark, pedal to the metal now. Really putting the pressure on FuerzaDON. Going for just a thunder, kind of raw, kind of wild. But hey, he hit 2 of them in the first game. Why not a third? Oh, okay, I thought that forward smash was going to get axed.
Yeah, it looked like a normal get up to me, but FuerzaDON choosing to roll wisely there. ShinyMark mistiming the side B charge, so we're going to go right back to ledge. Smash Monado is online here, 78% on ShinyMark, who's looking to find their way back to the stage, but I mean, you don't really have to rush to do it at ShinyMark. You're willing to just stay off stage and really slow down the pace of this match, because it's just FuerzaDON having to make a big comeback. Trades the backslash with the forward smash, and ShinyMark going up 2-0 in the set. 1 game away is what which stopped ShinyMark into top 64, so we'll see if FuerzaDON could make the reverse 3-0 happen, but it really is just a total dismantling on the side of ShinyMark right now, who's just, beating in neutral, winning the edge guarding. It's just so difficult to get anything going, and FuerzaDON, I mean, trying their best to contend with the defensive game. You saw a lot of like short hop forward airs, a lot of like spaced aerials pressuring Pikachu, but it's just not enough versus ShinyMark.
Yeah, and even the tools that Shulk normally has to make comebacks in these situations feel like incredibly mitigated by the fact that he doesn't have to go back to stage. Like, ShinyMark can just go under the stage a lot of times, can just completely avoid the whole situation. Like, it's a difficult spot to be in when even your comeback mechanics just basically don't function against the character. And now let's see. Okay, not gonna get as big of a combo as he was looking for, because the switch to the shield art, and finally, finding a little bit of purchase, but it might not be long-lived. As ShinyMark, that back air hit, that might have been the whole stock BJ. Oh no, the spike! The spike hitbox, he didn't even get to confirm into the second hit, but he didn't need it. That sends down like a rocket.
You fall faster, right, when you're in, is it only on speed Monado or is it also jump? Okay, so jump just makes you floatier. But even nonetheless, I mean, maybe he read that a jump Monado was online, so he's able to go for the thunder, because I think normal Shulk jump wouldn't have been at the spike. It would have been at like just a normal projectile hitbox. So regardless, it was a good option, and it worked out in a great way for ShinyMark, who we're going to play a nice,
I mean, he didn't need it, but
yeah.
Now, I mean, he's certainly going to take it.
Yeah. You take what you can get here, 30% on FuerzaDON already on their second stock, and really struggling to find really anything here. You have good 83% though, that's something.
Yeah, I mean, if he can get a good hit with that smash art, it's definitely killing, but it seems like he's been sort of judicial in this game about using that smash art, not trying to pull it out too early, wanting to know he's going to be able to actually get the kill. Because, okay, now, this is what I was talking about. ShinyMark is normally just going to go all the way off the stage and try to avoid that smash art, but that time, FuerzaDON, perfect activation timing, actually caught it, and now, even despite that early stock, is relatively well sitting in this game, BJ.
Really like that wait from ShinyMark there. He got the up air, but burned his double jump in the process. Just ripped, doesn't press a button and then punishes FuerzaDON, who's very antsy getting juggled. And it's just showing just the control that ShinyMark presenting might be too much for FuerzaDON right now. We'll see if he can make this comeback happen. Gets the forward tilt there, but not much more than that. And ShinyMark is very, very confident in the defensive game, not getting grabbed much. You're willing to take these hits as long as you're not losing a stock. You know how long you can really prolong these stocks at ShinyMark.
Yeah, I mean, I'm really liking how FuerzaDON has been playing this game.
Yep.
Just utilizing the space that FD provides, the lack of platforms, and forcing ShinyMark into the corner, and then not not like, you know, letting him get away with this normal T-Goal pressure. Jumping in, figuring out exactly where the holes in the defense are, and capitalizing on them quite well. But let's see right now what he does in the disadvantage. That's one of the things you've been looking for, and really great air dodge, getting out of that situation. And, I feel like there could have been a punish there on the downer, but not going to happen this time. And the timing out of the smash art has once again commenced. It's difficult to deal with, but back air still gets it done. Pika shouts, and look at that, a lead for FuerzaDON, despite that early spike.
Okay, gets the double hitbox of the up B. ShinyMark is, for the first time, hit a deficit here in this set. Gets an up air there. Let's see the juggle. The air dodge does get burned by FuerzaDON, but landing with that very deep back air to control so much of that space. Very important versus Pikachu, especially because Shulk, you know, not going to be able to contend in the frame data department, but definitely in the range. Gets the drag down there into the up air. Goes for the forward air there. The Speedman auto now online for FuerzaDON, who's looking for that big open up with the forward air or the nair. In a tech case here, no punish for ShinyMark. And overall, looking pretty good for FuerzaDON to take this game. ShinyMark really can't hit him.
Huge opening.
I think with Rage, forward air might KO here.
Forward air kills in the corner.
Up he definitely does as well.
But we're not going to get the opportunity to do just one poke on the shield is all he gets with the smash art. But that also means, like, he burned that when Pika was at 70%. Now he's going to have another one when Pika's a bit higher. And all of this rage is still on. Like, you don't need the smash art to kill. A rage back air in the corner will certainly kill. Not that one, but still just looking pretty good for FuerzaDON until the dash attack confirm off the T-Jolt. And this is where ShinyMark needs to clutch up a little bit.
You have two opportunities to get out of jail free. You have Shield Monado still online. You also have that Jump Monado, so that, you know, you can't really get like 0 to death edge guarded right now, so that's really important for FuerzaDON. I mean, as I'm saying that, up 116%, but still in a very compromising position just because of how good ShinyMark can be with one opening. So that's your first get out of jail free card. We'll see what the next one is, and if it even has one.
Yeah, I mean, even then, like, that was just going to be some decent damage. It wasn't enough to, like, really get the stock by any means. He was being carried into center stage, but this could be a huge opening. Already burns the jump and is able to get out with a forward air. Now the smash art's online. Half of it or more is going to be burned just by going back to the stage. And now up B across, utilizing of a couple T-Jolts. Suddenly, once again, times up the whole smash art without a lot of risk. Still, though.
Oh, no, he has no double jump. He used the fast footstool on the shield, but it didn't mean too much. ShinyMark getting back there. FuerzaDON in the corner, swatting away with that landing forward air with the Speedman auto. ShinyMark going to take his time to get back and make him guess. That was a great angle there, too. But the back air comes in, and I think every stock was taken with back air that game.
That was a backward aerial game for sure.
The future is ours to decide.
Wow, what a showing, especially after, I mean, I know I've said it twice already,
bad. It was
but that looked really bad. He got spiked at like 5%.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, ShinyMark didn't have quite the ability to close it out. FuerzaDON just a really impressive using of those lack of platforms, forcing Pikachu into a little bit worse position and punishing quite well with the backward aerial, getting a lot of damage off of jumps. I feel like he was calling out a lot of ShinyMark's jumps out of the corner, and ShinyMark relatively often will give up stage, right? He'll just be like, all right, I don't care too much about the stage. I'm going to T-Jolt in the corner because I know that, like, this is such a threatening option that, like, you cannot directly contest it. But right now, we're going back to SD, which is a little bit surprising to me given how well FuerzaDON played on the stage. What do you think about it, PJ?
It might be like a ShinyMark, like, okay, I brought the game back there, or he brought the game back there. You know, maybe if it's not such a weird circumstance, I'm able to win on the stage, but it is an odd pick. I'm not too sure what the bans are, obviously. We're not with them up there, so it's hard to say exactly why we're back on SD. I think FuerzaDON really showing, like, you know, their ability to double jump away from T-Jolt and then land with an aerial very, very safely versus ShinyMark, which has been really, really tough for ShinyMark to get in. Which, at the end of the day, as good as T-Jolt is and as good as it is to stall off stage, you still need to go in because you need to get those hits.
Yeah, exactly. And not going to be able to get much more than that down tilt reset. I was probably hoping for a bit of a bigger combo, but it was a little bit off. And now we're back into this very, very even sort of hopping over the T-Jolts, figuring out where the holes in the pressure are. And I believe that is double jump burned. Oh, did burn the air dodge too, but ShinyMark's not in the position to capitalize. Opted for a T-Jolt to cover the landing instead. And now we are looking for another down tilt of the forward air, barely missing. ShinyMark fights out of there, but does get a dash attack for his trouble. And now, all right, didn't grab the ledge immediately, so now he is back on stage. But all right, you know, canceled. I think he just canceled the smash art because he's like, it's not worth it. He's just going to go into the stage. Let's fight on even terms.
Yeah, it's interesting how like it's just a non-factor in this matchup, and it's the only time that FuerzaDON will pull a Monado in advantage is when he's in has Smash, which just gives ShinyMark like a very clear indicator to just start really slowing down and avoiding that Smash Monado altogether. And we're getting a very long match here, 2 minutes have elapsed, and the back air does come in right before the 2-minute mark. And right now, FuerzaDON making a case for himself.
Yeah, certainly, especially on this stage. I had a theory about why he picked the stage. I think sometimes people will lose on a stage and be like, well, that's a fluke. I got this. You know, it's as much of a like cockiness as it is a mentality thing. It's just like you want to be able to say like, I beat them on that stage. It was just like, you know, I messed up a couple times. I know what I did wrong. But to me, it really seems like the stage is playing heavily in FuerzaDON's favor right now. Okay, utilizing at the jump. Oh, okay, yeah. Did not get the send left. I think he was hoping to get sent left there. And unfortunately for FuerzaDON, it was not the direction.
Oh, nice reverse.
Double jump gone.
That's a big combo starter for Shulk, especially when you catch that full hop height. Right now, ShinyMark really holding on to this corner. This is where you're making most of your money. But FuerzaDON on the Shulk has been very good at avoiding a lot of these big reversals out of the corner. We saw a bit of one there, but the shield Monado comes out immediately, and it's just not a big deal.
Yeah, I mean, getting hit with a 19% combo is like, all right, whatever, man.
You hit me with one of my back airs.
Yeah,
like, it's
yeah,
really not that
that's
big
what all of his moves do.
Yeah.
But this is a really dangerous position and a good early up B. Gets him out of that situation. Now finding... Oh, okay. Very, very tenuous spot for Pikachu, but does manage to get over to the other side. And once again, utilizing these T-Jolts, control a little bit of the stage. And FuerzaDON taking one to the face while trying to contest them. It's a dangerous proposition to go directly at ShinyMark while he's going for the T-Jolts. But if you get a forward air preemptively, it will still hit him through that. I think last game we saw a lot of back airs kill in this position. But okay, here's the speed art.
We just saw a true combo off of Pikachu forward throw to the shield Monado. ShinyMark with an instant raw back air. Very, very clean stuff.
Yeah, it certainly seems to know his shield art combos.
Yeah. All right, no Smash Monado needed. Another back air catches ShinyMark out of the corner.
Hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But now into this last stock, even terms for both these players. ShinyMark smartly waiting out the invincibility, but does go back to ledge. It is interesting to me because there's a little bit of a mix-up there where he can just either go back to ledge or go back to center stage after going for that up B. But it's hard to react either way. And if he regrabs the ledge at 0, like you might get like the tip of a forward air, but you ain't gonna get a big combo.
Coming out there against the back air, and jump Monado is online for FuerzaDON. He's able to use that dip really low beneath the Pikachu edge guard flowchart. Very important that you're able to just drastically change how ShinyMark is going to edge guard against you, and I think ShinyMark realizing that, you know, maybe the edge guards haven't been going so well, so I'm going to just play this very meticulous neutral game. We're down to 2 minutes on the timer reset.
Yeah, good point out there. Yeah, that you said the first stock took about 2 minutes, so we
could see a timeout. Like, this might be very real.
ShinyMark times people out like more than I think any other player, including Sonics. Yeah. Like, he is very dedicated if he needs to do it. But I feel like the positioning right now for ShinyMark is just so favorable. I think that he's not going to offer that strategy unless it gets a little bit closer. But yeah, just utilizing his space well, throwing these T-Jolts out. Good jump over by FuerzaDON, not opting to shield. It's pretty bad to shield the T-Jolts. You usually want to try to jump over them because otherwise you'll stuck in shield, and sometimes ShinyMark can just run on the grab for free.
One of the best projectiles at getting those onto the confirm. Right there to catch the high jump and the wall jump from ShinyMark to try to position. Barely able to make it back. You see ShinyMark, feeling like they found that 2-frame forward tilt. Didn't find it. 1 minute, 12 seconds left on the timer. Didn't hit the up smash. That's a big drop for ShinyMark. He could have even dashed through forward smash at this percent. It would have killed all the way across the stage. But alas, now you have a minute left on the timer at ShinyMark, who I feel like maybe it's not a bad idea to just go for timeout.
I think we're seeing it timeout, unless he gets the edge guard right now. Ooh, lucky that he fell out of that forward air, but now this is so hard to actually approach Pikachu as the dash attack not quite killing. A little bit of a fake screen there, but FuerzaDON still has his work cut out for him if he wants to come back in this game. Over 100% deficit from a player who is well known to avoid these situations. Oh, that forward air could have hit. That was almost a 2-frame. He doesn't want to grab because he knows it isn't going to kill, but ShinyMark opts to go all the way over the other side of the stage, does not want to deal with this smash art. We have 20 seconds left. It is all but over unless a huge mistake from ShinyMark comes out.
I think he'll have about a second or two of Smash Monado here, so you just got to be careful here of the back air, and you go for the big up B. Just run away a ShinyMark with 4 seconds left, and the up throw catches it nonetheless. We could have seen the timeout, but instead ShinyMark fighting the run-up grab, and FuerzaDON really showing some adaptation there on FB.
Yeah, I liked how FuerzaDON was playing a lot, but ShinyMark with the reverse adaptation did figure it out in that last game, and 3-1. Good showing from FuerzaDON, but not quite enough.
Yeah, that's a really interesting spot, and really kind of showed the difference of how much Smash Monado is a presence for ShinyMark, because we saw like Smash Monado came online, ShinyMark most of the time timed it out, but in that last scramble situation, it's just like pure fear. At 60%, you just throw the game away if you get hit by a forward air. So you see FuerzaDON realizing if I get a forward throw here, it's not going to KO. It's the timer's going to run out. He's going to stall off stage. If ShinyMark put himself off stage there, he can find a forward air, so he's kind of relying on that. ShinyMark didn't give it to him and is able to win that game.
Yeah, and a lot of people have been talking about ShinyMark. I mean, obviously, you have a little bit of bias, but it's still like something that, I think HBox said he thinks is going to win this tournament. There's a lot of people, and Prefactor like really showed up, beating MKLeo from the loser side. So certainly excited to see more ShinyMark. I've always been a fan, but we are not going to see any more of him today because I believe that was a top 64 qualifier, and top 64 doesn't happen until tomorrow.
Yeah. Yeah, a little bias. Any of the coin box 3 winning,
hey,
I'm happy.
That's all right. That's all right.
And
and they're all here.
Yeah, ShinyMark, Spargo, Sonics, a lot of S names. One of them winning, I'm a happy person. But yeah, a great match to start off. A pretty typical ShinyMark experience. We really saw some adaptation from FuerzaDON, who will now have to play, I believe, 2 more matches to make it out into top 64.
I believe that's how it works. Yeah, if you lose there, you have to play 2 more to make it out in top 64.
Yeah, the elimination side of the bracket is stacking up, so make sure to hit ! bracket at home to follow along with your favorite players, see if they're still in the bracket, see if they've played yet. If I'm not mistaken, we should be totally in top 128.
Yeah, we're going to be doing only top 128 here.
Okay, great. So
actually just one more, and he's likely to play against Mustaine.
Mustaine, that's a